Right now, if the power went out and you were plunged into total darkness, you'd probably feel a small flicker of unease, even in your own home. That feeling isn't random. It's ancient, wired deep into your brain, and for most of human history, it was completely justified. For millions of years, darkness meant one thing above all else. You couldn't see what was hunting you. Early humans weren't the strongest predators on the savannah. They weren't the fastest either. Lions, leopards, and hyenas could all see far better at night than humans could, which meant that once the sun went down, the balance of power shifted completely against us. Human eyes are simply not built for night vision. Our ancestors, like us, relied heavily on daylight to spot danger, find food, and navigate their surroundings. Once darkness fell, all of those advantages disappeared. Suddenly, hearing became more important than sight, and every snapped twig, every distant growl, every unexplained rustle in the grass became a potential death sentence. Fossil and cave evidence suggests large predators specifically targeted humans and human ancestors during nighttime hours, when they were most vulnerable. Some anthropologists believe this nightly threat was so severe and so consistent that it shaped human psychology at a fundamental level. An evolutionary alarm system that still exists in every one of us today. This is likely where fire earned its second, less obvious job. Beyond cooking food and providing warmth, fire was quite possibly humanity's single greatest defense against the dark. Predators that had hunted humans for millions of years instinctively avoided flame and light. A group with a strong fire wasn't just comfortable, they were dramatically safer than a group without one. But fire couldn't cover everything. Venturing beyond the firelight, even for a moment, meant stepping back into a world where humans were, once again, prey. This likely explains why so many ancient cultures, completely independent of one another, developed deep taboos and superstitions specifically about leaving camp or shelter after dark. Nighttime also disrupted the senses in ways that made survival even harder. Depth perception weakens. Colors fade to shades of gray. Distances become difficult to judge accurately. A shape in the darkness that might be perfectly harmless in daylight could look like a genuine threat at night. And for early humans, misjudging that shape could be fatal. This constant nighttime vulnerability may have shaped one of humanity's most universal behaviors: sleeping in groups. A lone sleeper had no one watching their back. A group, even a small one, could rotate watch duty, share the burden of staying alert, and dramatically increase everyone's odds of surviving until sunrise. Even after humans mastered fire and began building more permanent shelters, the fear of darkness didn't disappear. It evolved. Ancient folklore across nearly every culture on Earth is filled with monsters, demons, and spirits that come out specifically at night. This isn't a coincidence. These stories likely served a practical purpose, reinforcing, generation after generation, exactly why children should never wander off after dark. Modern psychology backs up just how deep this fear runs. Studies show that humans, on average, become measurably more anxious, more alert, and more prone to jumping at sudden sounds in darkness, even in completely safe modern environments like a locked house with no history of danger whatsoever. Your brain doesn't fully know the difference between an ancient savanna and your bedroom at 2 a.m. Children's fear of the dark, something almost every parent recognizes, may not be a random developmental phase at all. Some researchers argue it's a deeply embedded survival instinct resurfacing at exactly the age when a child would have historically needed to understand and respect nighttime danger. So the next time you feel a strange unease walking to your car in an empty parking lot at night, or hesitate before turning off the lights, understand that you're not overreacting. You're running software that took hundreds of thousands of years to write, a survival instinct so effective that it kept your ancestors alive long enough for you to exist at all.